Hello, hello everyone, Spectre Heart here, and it certainly has been a while. All I have to say about that, is the flu sucks, doesn't it, people? Like, the flu really, really, really sucks. Anyways, without further ado, I need to see about if I can squeeze in this event before it ends in the next, about 7 hours. So, let's see what we can get done. Alright, onwards! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, the flu had a bit of a resurgence there, so I was a little bedridden there. But you don't need to hear me go on about that. Alright, let's see. Looks like we need to... Oh, here we go. We have arrived. Yes, Hu Tao? Everything okay?
Look, it's Hootao!
That it is.
She looks kinda troubled. Shall we go say hi?
No, sure, why not?
Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
I didn't do it! I swear it was Paimon who did it!
What the? Oh, Xiangling!
Hi, Xingling.
I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite! Hope I didn't scare ya.
And this is where we find out that Xingling is part of the secret police.
Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hootao.
Alright.
I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
Oh, what do you mean by that exactly?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but
that's
she's
nice.
so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
That's odd.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it?
Paimon.
A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite. But just so you're aware, Hootell's not really been herself lately. Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder what's on her mind.
I tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon.
Okay.
Paimon was just thinking that she looked kinda troubled.
This is Hu Tao we're talking about. Nothing ever seems to trouble her. Yeah, what could it possibly be? Just then you feel something cool across your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. Gee, I wonder who it could be. Guess who? I recognize those dulcet tones anywhere. Zhongli! Happy Lantern Rite, Director Who. No, I'm gonna go for Zhongli. Oh, I see. Circus Soul's the one you miss most. You're breaking my heart, Aether. I was just kidding. Happy Lantern Rite. Don't murder me. Yee. Happy Lantern Rite. Ooh. Do love the outfit. I love the glasses, too.
Wow, Hootao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
Double thumbs up. All thanks to Xingling. Apparently it was custom made by a designer from Fontaine. I hope it didn't put you out too much. A custom designer from Fontaine, you say? That sounds like a familiar person that I've seen before.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off, so it was no trouble at all.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Thanks again, Jingling. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, going right for the jugular? Hootao, what's been bothering you? Huh? Why would you ask that? Is it my tone of voice? Not as sweet and melodious as you're used to? No comment on that one.
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hootao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
I am always watching you. Alright. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just, I've been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
So you see, it's part of my duty as the director. Besides, it's Lantern Rite. I don't want you worrying about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival. So relax, everything will be a-okay, because Director Hugh will find a way. Or else.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Life's complicated. Yep, it's a doozy. I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall. Don't do that. Let's go get Kaching. She'll know what to do.
Huh? You think Kuching would be able to help?
You can at least teach Hutao about work-life balance.
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do.
Oh, cool.
Forget about work for
Mini
now,
games.
Hutao. Come have fun with us.
Yay.
Take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
Whatever it may be. Give me one moment. Oh. Alright, I'm back. I had to clear my throat real quick. I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuses. I swear, don't look any further into it. This is not me being suspicious at all.
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
How about this? You guys go on ahead and I'll meet you at the fair when I'm done. Sound good?
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at Wanmin Restaurant? My treat, of course.
Yay, free food! Count me in, I can never turn down Jingling's cooking.
Me neither! Paimon's drooling already.
Don't drool on me, please. Sounds like a plan. Hope your meeting goes well, Hutao. And I'm sure nothing major will happen at all. Don't worry about me. Get yourself to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can. Alright. Liwi celebrates and 8 adepts face a hidden calamity. Oh. I'm sure it's fine. Everything will be fine. Anyway, so where exactly do I need to go? Okay, just down the street here, it seems. Well, that's a pretty sight. Alright, let's see. Should be just around the corner at this point. They always use the same spot over here for the minigames. Alright, this is the custom gift envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. Oh, nice. If you're interested, Madam Lanyan, please take a look.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
Oh, hello. Ooh, you have rainbow eyes. That's right. These are special edition fortune coins issued by the coinage office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Goooo sigils that represent different blessings. Take this one for example. This design is
The sign of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity.
Ooh.
Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh,
Sort of.
Sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhang.
100 Years Dungeon, no exceptions. None taken, Madam Lan. Really, it's my honor to meet a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chen Yu Vale and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts. Oh, Chen Yu Vale.
You flatter me, Lady Yuhang. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
The way you phrase that sounds very suspicious. There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Goooo sigils is very impressive. A rare find in the Liyue harbor of today. True heir or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of erudition in this area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself on my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhang.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
You know it. Ah, Ether and Paimon and Jingling too. I was just thinking about you this morning, wondering if I get to see you during the festival. Yeah, I hope you've been keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. Oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has had so much to do this Lantern Rite. Oh, before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lan Yan, a master craftsman from the Genu Vale Artisans Association. She kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In a short while, you'll get to see her work. Ooh, nice.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madame Lan.
Hello. Madame Lan, allow me to introduce...
The Traveler, his buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Hello. It seems you're getting carried away again, Madame Lan.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting. Meeting these 3 people I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance.
Well, here you are.
I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite.
Jingling, you're literally so famous that other chefs across different nations have heard of you.
Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Hello, Madame Lan. Nice to meet a master craftswoman.
Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
Lanyan. Okay, I'll try to remember how to pronounce that. Lanyan. I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you'd all like to see it. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you? Alright, off we go to... over yonder again. Here it is. This is a game for the street fair where you do with rattan figures. It's called Immortal Combat. Oh, little paper dolls. There are 8 rattan figures in total, and thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 Adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
That's amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
They're not actually Adepti, but 8 legendary people said to have had Adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 Adepts.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
Interesting. They were only around for a short time. It was 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, so their stories aren't nearly as well known as those of the actual Adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Ming Jiao lantern when you arrived in the harbor?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Okay. Yeah, we did notice that. It's very pretty. Yes, it said that during the Archon War period, there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit. A tree who was also a god named Tao Do.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Do. So Tao Do is the giant tree?
Tao Do. And this tree was also a god? Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Tao Do was the realm of the dead, and if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond that tree and into the afterlife.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taodu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it.
As I go ahead and I repeat it to you. When the Archon War arrived, Tao Do was dragged into the fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living. Ooh, that did not sound good.
No. And then what?
That's where the sanctification of Tao Do comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis, and laid down a great magic array to purify Tao Do.
Exactly. After that, Tao Do's remains sank into the ley lines and became a border separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
Interesting.
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Okay, it's probably true on some level.
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
I don't know.
Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
What madness is this?
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guixiang one, a Lianxiang one, and...
Right, the 3 hermits of Guizhang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Taodu.
Too many people, too many
Collectively,
people.
the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizhang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
Okay. I know one of the hermits was Wind Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Qimin divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Chen Yu Vale. His descendants became the Lan clan and kept the art of Qimin divination alive, Madame Lan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim, although my personal knowledge of Qimin divination is very patchy.
The second hermit story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line, and became known to the people as the Yunlei Angler. You may have heard the Yunlei swordsmanship, which is the style I trained in. Both that style and its more ancient variant have the origins in the Yunlan Angler's rod-wielding techniques.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel.
It certainly does, but sometimes weirder origins have happened.
So what about the third hermit?
That would be the Wu Wang Kid, also known as Old Man Wu Wang. The story goes that he always presented himself in child form. As a hermit, his expertise lay with Huang sigils, which he used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from the encroaching presence of death. The Wanqing funeral parlor should be best acquainted with his story, since their founders were said to have studied under the Wu Wang Kid. They were just ordinary people like you and me, but when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
I mean, honestly, with everything in this world, I'm pretty sure everyone has a secret art or two of some kind.
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals.
I would not be surprised if that staff is a staff you can pull in the weapon banner.
But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well these Guizhang hermits sound pretty legit. How about the 2 sages and the 3 beasts? What's their story?
Alright, let's hear it. One was Sage Hugh, a master of gourd crafts, and the other was Sage Jian, an expert in bronze mirrors. Very little information survives on these two. All we know is that they practice the secret art of Ling Shan, earning them the title of the 2 sages of Lian Shan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
Okay, interesting. A hidden palace, you say? As for the 3 beasts, their retreat was Mount Taidu, hence the 3 beasts of Taodu. As their title suggests, those 3 were not humans.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
They were... Ganyu?
Huh? All 3 of them?
Ganyu, what are you doing? Happy Lantern Rite, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite, Ganyu.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
What? I don't know how to feel about the way Paimon said that. Anyways, yes. Repeat what I just said earlier. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Of course not.
What is it? Ning Wang's back? Yes, the others have arrived too. Got it, thanks. My apologies, Evan, but I got to go. Ganyu and I have some important work to attend to.
Aw, what? Not you too? Seems like everyone's busy with work.
Oh, don't worry, Paimon. We'll be getting to some work here shortly. You know what it's like, the festival season upon us, so it's all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry. Everything's fine. For now. Yes, you should focus on enjoying everything that the street fair has to offer, and if you find anything is not to your satisfaction, we welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye. 1 second, Ganyu. Was it Aether? Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself.
The traveler's being especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being.
I feel like it's more along the lines of, just due to past history, this is just more along the lines of, we know what happens otherwise.
Well, what other option does he have? It's not like he can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care, and I hope you'll do the same. Bye again. And we never see them again in this event.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh, really?
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
And miss out on a free meal? No way!
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
Perfect! Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor?
Hey, time to bug her when she's at work.
Okay, let's go!
Ooh, pretty animation. Oh wow, a lot of goodies there. Oh, there's the Immortal Kombat that they met. Ooh, what's going on with all of this? Oh boy, I really hope I'll get through what I can get through. We got the drills by Lantern Rite. We got custom gift envelope. Alright. Okay. Let me see what this is. Let's do another show and make it a big one. Ming Jiao Blessing Xinyan. Okay. And what happens if I click on this? The Ministry of Civil Affairs will place various festive toys throughout Liyue Harbor during the Lantern Rite. Visit these toy locations and increase your festive travel journal progress to redeem the corresponding rewards. In the lamp-lit entertainment menu, you can check on the location of each festive toy within Liyue Harbor. Use normal text to activate fortune coins and cause them to rotate. Toggle them correctly to increase your festive travel journal progress. Visit sightseeing scopes to catch a glimpse of sights afar. Successfully view these extraordinary vistas to increase your festive travel journal progress. Use attacks to activate launch tubes and cause them to stop rotating to increase your festive travel journal progress. When the launch tubes which have stopped rotating point towards specified pictures, they can even fire off the corresponding fireworks. If you can cause the launch tubes to display 4 identical pictures at the same time, something interesting could happen. Okay then, so basically those are different locations for me to get some goodies, it seems. Okay. Ming Jiao Blessing Yanfei. Please, please, please let this case have to be settled smoothly. I'd still like to hang out with Granny and all. And did I already look at you? Ming Jiao Blessing Yao Yao. I wish everyone good health, good fortune, good meals, fine appetites, and much happiness in the coming year. Alright, alright. Let's back out quickly and see what we have to work with here. Alright, looks like we have the mini games to activate. And then going to the funeral parlor itself. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on primarily the main story of the event and get that done first as much as I can. And then once I've done that, then I'll probably see about transitioning and doing all of the collectibles as well as the mini games if I have the time. Alright then. Without further ado, we need to go to the funeral parlor here. Don't mind me, I'm just climbing a wall. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh. I'll have to remember that for later. Earlier, just outside the funeral parlor. Oh. So in other words, Butler On, you'd like to go without the drums?
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
Okay. Understood. What about paper effigies for burning? We could do mansions, chariots, boats, or sedan chairs.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
Okay, seems like they're doing some sort of funeral procession here. In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown, something to please the family, but not too over the top? Does that sound
It
alright?
sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who.
Great, and will you be providing your own cinerary casket?
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Gloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, and insect resistant. Now, what about the mourning tent in the procession? Did the family say what style they want? You could certainly keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want the public speculating about why the Fane Commerce Guild couldn't seem to afford a proper funeral.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Okay. Very well, then my suggestion for the tent would be sloped woos, one with a ridged spine, 2 of them curved at the top, 36 seats, no more, no less, and all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk, they should be decorated with the Feiyun symbols. Oh wow, she's going into all the little details. At the front, we want a moon gate, a grand preceptor armchair, and bamboo railing, sufficiently grand but tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, Butler?
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
That could be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
And the carriage?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
Any ceremonial weaponry and such?
Yes. 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set.
Okay, for the gold weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the mace, battle axe, stirrup, and fist. So 2 each of those. And then when we could do 2 clear passage banners, plus 2 each, of the flying tiger, flying carp, and flying turtle banners.
That will do nicely.
Alright, last thing. How about the hanging banner and the portrait pavilion?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do 1 incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
Did you want that embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Thane Commerce Guild is a large and prosperous family with 4 generations living under one roof. Oh my. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Add to that, he's reached a ripe old age, lived a fortuitous life, and is spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he has lived a very complete life. In which case, I'd recommend embroidering a bats of longevity motif and a cranes and deer of youth motif to pass on his good fortune to the next generation. Okay, that sounds nice.
Excellent! I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
Of course. Think nothing of it, huh? Ah, Miss Bywin.
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningguang has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
Or else. Wow, that was quick. Alright, I'll head over in 2 ticks. Butler on, my sincere apologies, but I'm afraid I have another meeting to get to.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Okay. Fairy, can I leave you to follow up on the Feiyun funeral arrangements?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Alright, thank you. Also, I thought I heard a kitty in the
Who
background.
family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Literally.
Yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for a certain someone.
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu. Is she here?
We literally just missed her.
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh. Any idea when she'll be back?
The cat in the background is suspicious. I don't trust them.
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time.
5 hours later.
If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. Paimon thought Hu would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized.
Or that she told you.
Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later?
It sounds like a good plan.
Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu? It sounded like she's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back.
Yes, kitty, I hear you.
Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us.
Oh, you look disappointed.
Madam Lan?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone.
And you do same. The cat is watching us. Oh, well, you're not suspicious at all.
Butler Anne?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale,
Yes.
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Really?
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition? Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Men magic in Chenyu Vale. Pentad fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think.
That there's some foul play at work.
Sorry. Look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
Don't worry, Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
Okay. Now the question is there anyone listening in? Besides that cat over there. Okay. That's an interesting little development that's going on there. But for now, we don't need to worry about that. For now, we need to worry about food. Now, let's see. Here we are.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad!
That's weird. And the fire is still lit, too.
Over here, Xiangling.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying R's place. Let's go say hi.
What you doing over here?
scent. Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started
Aw.
to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out.
That didn't sound good.
I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way.
Or the flu.
Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
No, don't mention. Let's get him to a doctor.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chen Yu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lan Yen. That would be a huge help.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're
Or else.
Thank you all.
I don't know why, but it's just for whatever reason, every single time some of their senses, it just feels menacing sometimes. Meanwhile, you're bringing Timaeus to Boo Pharmacy, where Baiju takes him to the back room for examination. You're surprised to see two other familiar faces there. Aether, Paimon, it's been a long time. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Xinkyu and Zhongyun. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that incorrectly, but I'm gonna, continue onwards. Thank you. Here's hoping it will
done.
be.
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me. Ah, and there's where we're gonna learn more about what's going on. Xinkyu. It's alright. These are dear friends. The truth needn't be hidden from them. It's my great-grandfather. A few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed, and now he slipped into a coma. Oh, okay.
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We've had several doctors come and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong, and all left without even writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Well, he is over 100 years old now. It's just we're struggling to come to terms with it. Our butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that great-grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. Ah, due to the doll. So I went to take a look, and inside his lordship's room there was definitely a strange chill in the air, but I'm confident it's not caused by evil spirits. Then what is it exactly? Well, this is just a theory, but I think that... It's fine, you can say. It's... fetter of death, a sign that death is near.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
Thank you, I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it. But we're as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. Understandable? I believe my brother's already contacted the funeral parlor. I'm here to see if Dr. Baiju can help. My father and grandfather are at home fasting and praying. Speaking of Baiju, hi!
Feeling any better?
Much better. I feel fit as a twiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast. I don't know. That seems to be of a strong reaction. Just for simply missing breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey. Then not resting properly afterwards.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
That is good to hear. Yer says you helped to bring me here. Thank you ever so much. Don't mention it.
Ying-ar, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Alright, can do. Dr. Baiju.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
What do you mean exactly? Baiju wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange and strikingly similar to his lordship's condition, because of course there has to be connection. Wait, so Timaeus has the same illness as my
It
great-grandfather?
would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
Aging, you say? What, really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Baiju, even I've never witnessed such a malady. Unless, of course, it was so long ago that I've since forgotten. Timaeus is in the prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous, but his lordship is so advanced in years already. That's terrible. So something is surreptitiously cutting years off their lives?
Years off their lives? What a turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
It really is. Baiju even tried using the secret art on Timaeus earlier, but it was useless. This is the most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning, I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Qingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, and speaking of Qingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
To Xingxie Village, you mean? Yes, we visit there every year during Lantern Rite to run a clinic, but this year, before the clinic even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seems urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Qingsa Village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
Well, certainly sounds like it. Couldn't hurt to take a look. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Qingse Village not too long ago. My father went with him. Oh no, does that mean your father also? Just as we suspected. What is it? I heard the rumors about a god's remains in Qingse. Is that what's causing this? God's remains? Which one? Well, firstly, I read about this in a book I bought from a street vendor, so it's not the most credible source, but it's convenient to our current situation, so it must be true. But the book told of a hidden palace in the Qingse mountain range called the Hidden Palace of Zhu Formula. It is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gates mentioned method, which it suppressed countless evil spirits, the most revered of them being a god known as Tao Du. There it is.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Qingsa Village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
So therefore, that means God remains are indeed the cause. That's right, the slight trace of God remains in Baiju, and I would surely have sensed them. Well, maybe they're not a god's remains, but they're remains of one of the adepti. Sorry, not adepti, the adept people that was mentioned earlier.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Qingsa Village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Can I do anything to help, please?
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
We can help speed up the process.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Baiju.
Merely doing my duty.
Well, you take care of yourself too, Baiju.
Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Ether, Paimon, it was good to see you, but now I must return home and relay Dr. Baiju's words to my family. I'll come with you. I want to take another look at his lordship's room. Very well. Bye, everyone, and don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. So which means you're not doing fine. Got it. And honestly, I've never been as close with my great-grandfather as my father-grandfather, given his age. He already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
Simon's a lot smarter than I remember. I guess it's been a long time since we last met. Wow! The shade.
Hey! Simon's always been smart.
Oh, honey! And look what you did. Recently a phrase that Huta always says has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death. But she must be exceptionally busy these days, as I've barely seen her at all. So how about we all go for a meal together in a few days' time when everything's calmed down? Man, it seems like we're getting a lot of free food recently. Sounds good. I'm free whenever. That is decided. See you in a few days.
Even though Baiju ruled out God remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Du business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Yeah, but she has work she needed to do. Anyways, Lanyan seems quite knowledgeable about it too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
Alright, time to head back on over. How far away is it? Okay, far enough. Alright, transition. Hello.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
No, don't. You shouldn't have. I barely lifted a finger. Okay, thank you. Well, that's gotta be an understatement. I doubt you carried me all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy by one finger, honorary knight. I can't thank you enough. Please let us give you something for your efforts. I mean, no, don't. Don't put the money in my pouch. No, stop. Okay, I guess you've already done it.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
Alright, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
By the way, where did Lanyan go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Hu. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Ah. Yinger, I like 3. Oh, what's this? A scent of spring under new management?
Perish the thought. Miss Yingao had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
Aha, I see. Well, Miss Temporary New Management, could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Correct, so you probably won't find it on the shelves, more likely hidden in a corner at the back somewhere. Would you mind digging it out?
Not at all. One moment.
Do. Let me just stare at this cupboard for 5
Here.
minutes.
Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
Oh, a lady of culture, I see. That is not common knowledge.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Wait, I see it now. You're from the land lineage of Chen Yuvale, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, isn't the headpiece you're wearing? Yep, there it is. Your hairpiece. It's the Jade Plume Silver Wing, one of the 3 immortals of the Tao Du. Am I right or am I right?
How did... Sorry, who are you?
The one, the only Hu Tao. Let's just say I'm a fellow lady of culture, but alas, I'm in a rush today, so I have to say goodbye for now. I hope we meet again soon, Miss Temporary New Management I'm not going to remember the name of.
Huh? Grandpa was right. Leo at Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Average perfume customer. Sure, we'll go with that.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Oh no, my cover's been blown. Why, thank you, Miss Ying R. I was just procuring some perfume from your fine establishment. Your temporary replacement to provide a magnificent service.
That's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Ying-ar, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
You literally just heard, but okay.
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform with the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Also, I see Zhengling in the background. Hi, Zhengling!
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Ying-ar. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Running.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe they're at the funeral parlor by now.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
Oh, and it also has the symbol of the bird on there, too. So it must be some sort of, like, charm of some kind.
Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better.
Alright, then we got the rattan toy, and then now we have to go back to the funeral parlor. Alright then, so the story is developing. The mystery is slowly continuing as they're all kind of slowly being pieced together. As I try to think of different things to say as we get to the funeral parlor, which we are right now, so...
Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
And that cat's still there, watching us. Menacingly.
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
I wonder where they went?
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
I don't know.
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
So you're saying that Hu Tao's dealing with a private matter?
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning. But recently, she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Dreamy, you say?
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
Is she getting some visions or something in her sleep, maybe?
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhongli. He's closer to her than I am.
Ah, yay! We get to talk to Daddy. Where's Daddy?
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
Through discordant tones and tragic fates.
Oh yeah, Paimon here's singing! Seems like Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi.
Alright, on we go then. Alright, let's see. Where exactly? Okay. Just follow the sparkle lights. Oh, that was quick. Swallows will return for a new nest. Remarkable, Miss Yoon. You breathe fresh air into an old classic and I dare say surpass the original. You flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. I'm just glad my voice held out. I'm a little out of practice.
Nonsense, Miss Yoon. You are as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Ooh, yay, we get to hear more singing. Yay.
Hey, Zhongli. Hey, Yunjin. How's it going?
Wow, Aether and Paimon, what a lovely surprise. It's been too long, old friends. Are you here for the opera?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yoon needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
I'm sure we'll hear more of it later on in the event. It's okay, Tea Master Louis. These two are good friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing a few more minutes, won't do me any harm. Well, just don't overdo it.
Aw, thanks, Yunjin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Oh, of course not. Heh. I'm guessing you're here for Mr. Zhongli then? Yeah, we are. We're here for Daddy. Oh, and how might I be of assistance?
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
The director is a free spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere.
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Is it something important? The thing she left behind, I mean?
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible just in case she really needs it.
And now for the reveal of the Rattan figure, which we will probably get more exposition of what exactly it is.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
A pentad rattan. What does that mean? Pentad rattan, so you recognize this? Also, what's with that malevolent music in the background?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life.
I love the... This is all purely speculation.
And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me. I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Madame Lan, you mean from the Chenyu Vale Artisans Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
I don't think that's quite what's going on.
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
Actually, now that I think about it, couldn't Rex Lapis actually transform into whatever he want to transform into? So that's actually the latter is certainly the more compelling theory. Master Li, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors and also failed to notice the Guyan sigil on this particular rattan figure. Yep, there it is. I figured as much.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
This is the sign of Vice Ravana, one of the 4 main ecosystem sigils, and most upstanding and auspicious sign, by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, a series of fortune coins bearing the ecosystem sigils recently entered circulation in Liyue Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize it, Master Liu.
Yes, of course, I remember now. And thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Long going around trying to curse people to death.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the rattan figure they found in his lordship's room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring good luck.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Long also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well.
Exactly. It's just one of those situations that just due to the unfortunate circumstances and also, people not being aware of it being in the room when they found it, just kind of does come off as a bit creepy. So it's understandable why their thoughts kind of escalated from there. In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
Oh, Paimon. Any ideas, Zhongli? The director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She's pure chaos incarnate. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She has never mentioned that. But as the director of the Wangshin Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death and Liyue. I would be surprised and even a little unsettled if you were truly as carefree as she appears. I agree, I've known Hu Tao for a while now, and for all her eccentricities, she takes pride in what she does. As her friends, we should just be there for her when she needs us. Exactly. Indeed, the director's competence is the only reason I can afford to sit here enjoying a fine cup of tea and listening to the opera.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off,
Hey, he's on retirement. I think Mr. Zhongli just means you should have faith in Hu Tao. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
You two ought to be out enjoying the festivities. The Lantern Rite only comes once a year, so make the most of it. I'm trying. If you're still worried, take this. What is it? A fortune coin. It has recently become customary to give them as gifts, so in the spirit of the season, this is my gift to you. Oh, thank you. You're sweet.
Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a Lantern Rite to remember.
Agreed.
Goodness gracious. Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coins? Really? Really?
Rex coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
Honey, if only you knew. This is simply a curio I picked up from a street vendor. Yes, that is certainly what... Oh, my lord. Zhongli. Master Liu, almost certainly a replica, but I could introduce you to the vendor if you are interested. I swear, I'm not lying. Don't look into this any further. God darn it.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then? I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
Ether, please take this. May bring you comfort when your mind is troubled.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Well, even if the coin itself is a replica,
It's not.
the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you.
But he's already in my party.
Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin?
Oh no.
I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Very well. The walk will do me good, friends. May we meet again soon. Alright, I wonder how he's gonna get out of that one. By the way, I'll be performing the Sanctification of Tao Du on the day of the Lantern Rite. That's the one I was just practicing earlier. It's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you could come and support me. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there.
Alright, sounds like a plan, everyone.
We were actually learning about the 8 Adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 Beasts of Tao Du were.
Oh really? Well, for starters, the 3 Beasts of Tao Du are also known as the 3 Immortals of Tao Du. They were the Lone Butterfly, the Crimson Flame, the Jade Plum Silverwing, and the Gold-Eyed Celadon Mare. 3 auspicious beasts, all with the power to take on human form. Interesting.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The Lone Butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the Silverwing and Celadon Mare? What kind of creatures were they?
Silverwing was a swallow, and the Celadon Mare was a white horse. Legend holds that after purifying Tao Du, Silverwing and Windreader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated to seclusion. Have you ever read Moonlit Bamboo Forest? That story mentions a white horse that roamed the Kinshe mountain range. A lot of people think she was the Gold-Eye Celadon Mare. Oh, I really, really hope that you... I know there's a lot of books in this game that you can pick up as collectibles. I really hope that the Moonlit Bamboo Forest is a book you could collect and read about. Oh, that would be really cool.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
The Lone Butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. She was the only one of the 8 to sacrifice herself in this way. Even though the 8 had remarkable powers, purifying a god of Tao Du's caliber was no mean feat. They had to resort to a secret art called the 7 and 8 Gates Array. The method involves obfuscating one of the gates so that evil can't escape. The Lone Butterfly was in charge of the gate that was chosen to be obfuscated, and so she disappeared from the world in the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
No. But all was not lost. According to the legend, Old Man Wu Wang, another one of the 8 who looked up to her a lot, took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh.
And then he taught that, yep,
And
to the
then
funeral
he
parlor.
taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
Exactly. That's where it feels like fate came into play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, some chance meetings ensured that future generations continued using her methods to guard the border between life and death. So although she herself disappeared from the world, her mission to protect Liyue is still alive and well, thousands of years on. Anyway, that's basically the whole story of how the 8 Adepts purified Tao Du.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
Thank you, and I am probably going to immediately forget a lot of those names. My pleasure. I haven't performed this opera in a long, long time, so I still have a fair bit of brushing up to do before I'm ready. Don't practice too much or you'll tire your voice out. Thanks, I appreciate it. See you around. Alright, take care. I love how we don't notice that Xingling's behind us yet.
Hey, guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever!
Ah, where did you come from? Need to put a bell on ya.
Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too.
Yeah, it's just a constant string of people following each other.
It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat.
But plot though, but lore.
Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will.
What? No, please don't do that. Don't force feed us. Nom 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 nom.
Here we are. I present to you Chef Xiangling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in.
Drunken plums in snow. So we got some plums that are probably soaked in alcohol of some kind, maybe?
Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous.
Please don't. Gotta be careful where we put our hands at, otherwise Paimon's likely to eat our hands by accident.
Sounds like you have a tough life, hey, Paimon?
Yes, the
Sometimes
toughest.
You feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
Hey, why are you trying to steal my emergency food?
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
At least I've never charged you for a single meal. Enjoy watching her eat your whole business into oblivion.
Come on! It's only one extra customer.
With an empty void as a stomach.
I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side.
Yes, I also have money.
Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
Alright, yay! We finished that quest. Alright, got some goodies out of that as well as a recipe. Now we gotta wait until 2 days later, so let's go ahead and do a transition.
It's been 2 whole days. Surely Hu Tao must have finished her work by now. Let's go to the funeral parlor and check. Hey there! It's us again!
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
Wait, so she's been gone for 2 whole days then?
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Exactly. Is that normal?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
Okay, so 2 weeks at the max.
Okay, well, in that case, a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Hey, I spy Aether and a Paimon. Man, how long's it been? Happy Lantern Rite. Ah, Gaming. Hi.
Oh, hey, Gaming.
Happy Lantern Rite, Gaming.
So, what brings you here?
I gotta make a delivery to Chen Yue. Uh-oh. It works out nicely because my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays anyway, so 2 birds with 1 stone.
A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chen Yu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Got it in 1. Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? How could you know that? Well, we've been hearing things through the grapevine, so...
No. We just ran into Xingqiu a couple of days ago, so he
Xingqiu.
told us the news.
Ooh, you scared me there for a second. I thought we sprung a leak and on the one job that we were specifically told has to be extremely hush-hush, but it sounds like you found out from another source, so we're all good. I am not in trouble and I am not going to get fired. That is a great relief. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, I'll do a quick inventory count and we'll be on our way.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Xingqiu's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
Oh, the Baiju part is news to me, but anyway, the master from the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that they just want to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation, just in case things take a turn for the worst. I guess they're hoping for the best and playing for the worst, so don't worry, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Xingqiu?
Sure. Before you run off on a wild goose chase again, Master Xingqiu's already back home in Chen Yu Vale. He and his brother made the trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Well, let's check in with Baiju then.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
Alright, well, I better get moving. Next time we're going for dim sum. Until next time, then, Gumming. Huh, there's Baiju. Perfect timing.
What are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
Yes, what are the odds that this would have happened, game? Most curious coincidence. He was searching for you, too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Alright, has things taken a turn for the worse?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
What has happened to the precious Simon roll?
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
Oh, better not.
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Oh, that's not good.
Maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Hey, come on, Paimon. Give her some credit.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
There is also a rule in the notebook which says, not finding her herbs. Okay, getting home late. Not okay, but she's now over a day late and still no signs of herbs.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Never, hence our concern and something has happened to her, so we posed a commission at the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got scooped because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself. Really? Wow, these adventurers these days.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Where did you send her exactly to go herb gathering?
Woowong Hill, in the Chingsa mountain range.
Oh, really? What are the odds?
Chingsa again, huh?
Yep, there it is again.
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there.
And it's causing a trickle effect downwards.
I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
Alright, we can discuss that later. Right now, we should go.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
You got it, Doc. Something about no master. Alright. Alright, time to go and head off to the hills then. Where exactly is this positioned? Okay. Okay, over in this area.
Have you ever seen any stickers on my back? Do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes.
Alright, here we are. So let's see what caused the spooks to happen.
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Oh, considering the deep-seated fog here and how the wind's been picking up, also the monsters. Of course there's some monsters.
Stay cool. Face your guilt. Let's begin.
Also, I see a doll on the ground.
Time to shine! Yoo-hoo! Ow!
Wait now.
There we go.
Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures! Does that mean she's been here?
Probably and likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting!
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Woowong Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too.
Then what happened to Chi? Oh no, not again! Hu Tao's after Chi-Chi again! Run, Chi-Chi, run!
One second. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
A perfectly logical argument, completely sound, no holes whatsoever, but somehow still not very credible considering the fact it's coming from Paimon.
All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough.
It's more likely that Hu Tao is like zombie. Need to purify them. Alright, you gonna find a secret switch or something?
What was that sound?
Is it that ghost little girl again?
Ghost incoming!
Paimon, calm down. Hold up, it's me. Hey, Yaelin. You back from your field trip?
What are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kind of was, just not by ghosts apparently.
That it is. And what about you, Yaelin? I heard you were on a vacation with Shenhe for a long, long time. Huh? That's right, I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers, but it looks like you're not so easy to spook. Anyway, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But we have to find Chi-Chi. She went missing around here, and she could be in danger.
I'm aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventures Guild filled me in. I found an herb gathering basket partway up the mound, possibly belonging to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore.
What makes you so sure?
Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe, but beyond this point, I can't be sure. So you're here to look for Chi-Chi as well? No, I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs noted an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Shinsei Village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness. Okay, so this has been going on for a lot longer.
Raju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Chingsei Village.
Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Chingsei Village itself, but where we are now, Wu Wang Hill. But the village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they're borne the brunt of it. Makes sense.
The plot thickens.
I'll bet Hu Tao and Lan Yin knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me. We need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
We're in trouble. Don't act so surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away. Oh no! We are... We're being arrested! Run, Paimon, run!
What are you gonna do?
I'm kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Hu, and everything I've seen suggests that Lan Yang and Chi-Chi have ended up in the same place as her. Come on, Ningguang, we'll explain everything. Man, I haven't seen Ningguang in a long time. Alright, where is she? Is she up in the palace? Yes, maybe, or at the top of the terrace. Probably at the terrace. I haven't had a need to go up to the Jade Palace in a long time. It would be nice to see that get bigger at some point. Or have some event revolving around the Jade Palace. Alright, down we go! Whee! In the past, I would have said, no way, Jose. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get to go home for the festival this year. That all goes without saying, unlike what I hope you're gonna say next. You sure have a way with words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. Wait, what's a yes? What are you talking about? What's happening here? Someone proposing? The Gate of Fright. Gonyun Stone Forest. Yeah, I'll handle it. I knew I could count on the great Captain Beidou to answer the call of duty. Save the compliments just to make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern Rite, so they'll be expecting 5 times their usual rate. The deal is sealed and then the trap is sprung. Well, you got me now, so what about your share? How much will that rob me of? Oh, please. Firstly, no one can rob the Chang Quang, not even me. And secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Get yourself something nice. Saves me a trip to the market, right? Oh, my lord. Hi. We're meeting everyone today. Oh, hey, Aether and Paimon.
There, Captain Beto.
Ah, little Paimon, that bright-eyed enthusiasm is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's conscripting you, by the way. Get some real backbreaking work lined up for ya. Yes, finally, Paimon will finally get her due. Sorry, I got a dash. See you around, folks. Paimon, run. Oh yeah, and happy Lantern Rite. You do the same. Yaling clearly knows me well. She's brought you to here without needing me to say a word. Beto said you were conscripting us, specifically Paimon. Beto never passes on an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. She's not exactly wrong, though, is she? Aether and Paimon have actually been there before. That makes them the perfect candidates.
Been where? Where's there?
I know you're looking for someone. I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi-Chi, and Miss Lan Yan are currently stranded inside the border.
Border? The border? That border?
Of course, that border. Yes. Kitty, I need you to move. I need to be able to move my leg. Sorry about that. Don't pout now, kitty.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before?
Come on, it's me. What did you expect?
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Good job.
How are you so sure they're at the border? Time is limited, so I can't go into full details as I go into full detail. But let me give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of the illness, yada yada yada. A couple of weeks later, Director Hu Tao came to report a potential disturbance in the border, so that corresponds with that situation, and there's an ominous presence on Wang Hill. Then 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again. It's time to update us on the current situation. They're ready to go to the border, investigate the situation in full. And then we agreed to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yaelin to investigate further. Director Hu's last known location was Wu Wang Hill. Same goes for Chi-Chi and Lang Yan. I'm about 90% sure all three of them are stuck in the border.
If even
Oh,
Hu Tao
lovely.
can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
Now that you know the current situation, you're willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company. Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you our best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
And I'm guessing Ningguang already thought of that. You can seek assistance from the Conqueror Demons of Wang Shu Inn. He will show you the way. Yay!
Oh, of course!
Zhao! Let's see. Huh. Yilin was preparing to travel to the border herself before you two entered the picture, so naturally, he has been briefed on the situation. Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is Yelan moved the work onto us. Got it. Understood. We will head out right away. This rescue mission is the utmost importance. Director Hu must be brought back safe and sound. Consider it done. Then I'll wait here for the good news. Okay. We got lucky. If I had gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. But don't go putting your feet up just yet, Lena. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. What's the situation? First, deal with this pigeon right next to me. Then, afterwards, the gate array. We're now found the locations of the gates of life, concealment, fright, and injury. Is that right? Kaching and Ganyu are handling the gates of life and concealment, and Captain Bordeaux has agreed to take the Crux fleet to guard the Gate of Fright. That leaves the Gate of Injury. I've racked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for this one than you. So they're all heading to each of the gates, like blocking it? Is that what they're doing? Oh, I see. It's in the chasm. That's right. As for the remaining 4 gates, we are working to calculate their positions based on what we know of the race so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Who, she said if it worst comes to worst, activating the 7 and 8 gates array may be our only option. There it is. ... But if you have doubts, I would like to hear them. I don't know much about this magic array, but doesn't it involve obfuscating one of the people involved? ... That is what troubles me too. Let's continue the discussion another time. Oh boy. Well, onwards to Wangshu Inn. Time to meet the brooding boy. Alright, here we are. Alright.
Xiao, you're already here.
It's you two. Where's Ye Lin? There's been a change of plans. Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine. Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
It really hasn't. The border between life and death is a treacherous place at the best of times, and the recent disturbances will only make it more so. You will face great peril at every step of the way. Aw, you sound worried, aren't you? There are people stranded there. We have to get them back.
Exactly. Yeah. Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
Please go back and tell them to send Yelan instead. Aww.
What? Are we not good enough?
I think he's just worried about us. I would feel more comfortable sending Yelan. She is privy to a secret art practiced by her clan, plus she has extensive experience in battle if everything was to happen to Aether.
Oh, so you're just worried for his safety. Wait, but he has extensive experience in battle too.
Yes, but he cares about Aether.
Come on, think of something.
We promised Daddy we would go.
Huh? What do you...
Shows ya the Rex coin from Zhongli.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it. See?
I love how unsure you sound, Paimon.
He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Your attempts to mislead me are futile. That coin is clearly a counterfeit. It carries only the symbol of Rex Lapis and none of his power.
Oh. Drat! Zhongli swindled us!
You are terrible at this, Paimon. What exactly is worrying you, Zhao? I fear the bad karma I carry would only disturb the border further, so while I can show you to the entrance, I cannot venture inside with you.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
But I'm not the one you should be worried about.
Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we've been there before.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
Dare to trust us? Very well, then hold tight. Isn't he cute being all worried?
Ooh, that was fast.
The border should be nearby.
So, do you know the spell to open the border?
No. Balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangshen Funeral Parlor's domain. I am not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disrupted, Fater is leaking out, we simply need to find where the leak is. That will be your entrance. Okay. Evil conquering?
That was amazing! So you can see Fetter?
With my Adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal. Whether it's fitter or not, we shall see soon enough. Let's go. Yay. Oh, and we even get to use Yao. It's been a while. Find the source of the fetter. Alright, well, I'm assuming it's this weird blue abyss-looking glowy stuff, so I assume that's where we need to go. Attack the fetter to temporarily disable it. And then it's leading us to the next spot, which we are going to keep repeating this. Where? Oh, they gone? Okay. Ah, there it is. And let me guess. This is the place?
It was better you saw back there after all.
As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you, or I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from right here. Don't worry, we'll be okay. Hug. Lean your head in for a second. Okay. Haruju Haka, huh? Okay.
Huh? What did you do?
I placed a witness sigil on your forehead so you can share my powers of perception. Now you'll be able to see the fitter. There's no knowing what things are like in there, but hopefully this will help. Thank you, Zhao. When you find them, call my name. I'll open a passage and pull you out.
Xiao, you've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
5 hours later. Be extremely careful. You are just adorable. Alright, let's go ahead and enter to the border. Alright. Yeah, sure, we'll stick with this party. Alright, find the 3 people who are trapped. You got it, mysterious disembodied voice.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
Well, of course it feels different because it's a different dungeon and instance of the place. Bad fetter. Bad. Aim on you. Also...
Get a little chilly.
Be sanctified.
Y'all good? Y'all good.
The path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
Keeping an eye on the fetter to make sure we're following the trail correctly, Whee! I was gonna say, like, I hope I did it correctly. Where to go now? Alright, go straight ahead. I'm not gonna worry too much about trying to explore this place. Especially since I am on a time crunch.
We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Oh! Hello. Ooh, for a second I almost fell down there. Also, enemies! Punchy punchy! Punch in the face, punch in the face. Y'all get punches to the face. Alright. I'm trying!
Hey! That's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it!
That not weird at all. There you are. Get back here. Hey, where are you going? Okay, seriously, where did they go? Oh, there you are. Get back here. Do some healing while I'm doing this.
The rattan rattan figure is covered in feather. How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Oh, hold on. I see something pulsating over here. There we go. Get back here, you little doll. So basically, you all are acting like Sealies now.
Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Of course there's more. Did I... Thank you! I like the fact that you can use the Zhao's ability to find if you lose the little dolls. Get back over here! Alright, so that's 3 we found, and there are 3 people who are currently missing. I wonder if there's a correlation there. What's that rumbling? I didn't do it. Paimon did it.
Ah! What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific.
I don't know about horrific. I don't know if I go that far.
Get ready to jump again.
Oh no, whatever shall I do? Whee! And is that a treasure I hear? Gimme treasure, gimme treasure, gimme treasure. I'll take that, and also... interesting. Do I just go that way, or was there another spot I missed? I'm just gonna go forward and see what happens. The path shall reveal itself at some point. Oh, resurrection activated, and then we got a cutscene. Chi-Chi! I'm sleepy. You're always sleepy, as am I as well. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. You've already absorbed too much feather. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. But so sleepy.
Focus on my voice,
No.
Chi-Chi.
Bad Chi-Chi.
You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Whole world asleep, Chi-Chi awake. That's impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse.
So, it doesn't really solve anything.
Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream. No, stop it. Don't do that.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? Alright, Chi-Chi, let me help you with that. Now listen closely, this is how your dream is gonna go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun, Chi-Chi wipes her brow. Picking herbs, Chi-Chi. He finds a temple on a hill and goes to seek the Tao. Temple on a hill. Hu Tao, please don't say something weird. An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name's Hu Tao! Hu Tao? She grabs young Chi-Chi with both hands and buries her deep underground by Rex Lapis. She'll never be found! Okay. Okay. I mean, this is effective, but still. No, don't be... You are mean, Hu Tao. Not so sleepy now, are you? Again, effective, but still. No, wide awake with fright. Stay away from me, please.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
Uh-oh, did we may have inadvertently done that? The monsters, you mean? Monsters?
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
And we will also help.
Hotel, Madame Lan, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
What the? Oh, so it was you guys. Aether, Paimon.
Oh, you frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Don't worry about it. Let me guess, Chang Quinn sent you. I knew she'd act if I missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
A lot of contingency plans, I see. It's dangerous here. It's time to go.
It's not as simple as that. This
Of
place
course.
is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Interesting. Why?
Oh, don't worry. We've got you covered.
Oh, Zhao's name. And it's not gonna work, is it? Oh, it did. You found them? Why do you sound surprised by that, Zhao? I'm insulted. How dare. We will be having words later. Oh, the Crocodile Demons is coming. Why, thank you. No need. I'll open the passage now. And is something going to forcibly close it? Okay, guys, go. Monsters!
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Okay, quickly go, people. Let them come. It's their funeral, courtesy of Director Hu. This will take me a minute or so.
We gotta fend them off.
Alright, then let's do this, everyone. I'll help too. Oh, hello. Ow.
Time to go!
How dare all of you.
Ills be gone!
Hey, get to use new abilities and characters I don't normally get to use.
Tricks.
Ow. Can I get up, please?
Bombs away!
Closing in.
It takes care of you. Get back over here. How dare you be doing that? And... you good? Do we just have to survive long enough?
You see, Xiao? Told you we'd be fine.
Yay! I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir, but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
You may spare the formalities. Is everyone okay? We're alright, but your Chi-Chi absorbed a little too much fetter. Start from the beginning. What exactly happened, please? I was picking herbs and I saw a hole. Then I went down the hole, hoping to see a white rabbit. I tried to block the hole, but instead I fell in. Yeah, that sounds about right.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
No, Chi-Chi is special. Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique. Why'd you say it like that, Hu Tao? But regardless, it was still a risky call.
Let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
Onwards, then. I'll take her. Your work is still not done, so you should return to Eugene Terrence.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Alright, onwards then. Return to the Terrence, which is just right down over here. Let's just do what we did last time and teleport over here. Da 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 da. Alright, I'm back, everyone. Alright, you got the map of all the different gates. I'm assuming everything positioned.
Ningguang! We got everyone back safely!
And also with birds. They seem to really hover over you, don't they, Ningguang? Impressive work, Aether. You're even quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Eugene Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
It's Ningguang, what did you expect? Seeing you thought she'd be hopping around like a slime. If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Lady Tingguang. I promise I'm not usually late for appointments, let alone by a whole day. Hope you can understand. No apology necessary, Director Who. It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would get this bad. So when you say bad, how bad is bad? I'd like to know too, how dangerous is the situation we face and how does it compare to previous cases? Way worse. Like, way, way worse.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Well, don't forget the border isn't part of the natural landscape. It's more like an old house that's gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while, sometimes every few centuries, sometimes every other decade or so. And of course, that is the responsibility of the Wangshin Funeral Parlor. In the past, though, the worst it got was a few small feeder leaks. That's an easy fix with our secret art. It burns it all away, no problem, but this time it's different. Inside the border, it's like the whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? Not so far, no. Of course, it's probably the Abyss. I doubt it. I haven't found any traces of abyssal activity.
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same. Is Liyue's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Yes, I've heard a little about the crisis there, but as far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary world between life and death. Completely different. No way related whatsoever. Don't look into it. Yep, it's a demarcation line. Life on side, death on the other. So the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chaotic mix of life and death, just like what happened all those millennia ago. Which means zombies.
No wonder so many
More
people
zombies.
have been aging faster than normal.
It's a symptom of death encroaching on the world of the living.
Then what should we do now?
Burning away the fetter won't do any good because the issue is the border itself. Lady Chuanguan, any progress on the 7 and 8 gates method I mentioned last time? Yes, we've deduced the location of 4 of the gates, and we should be able to pinpoint the rest of the array before long. Whoa, already the Chuanguan doesn't mess around. Several strokes of luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune, plus game design.
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
That's the one. You've seen the state of the border. I can't think of any other way to fix it besides a complete do-over.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
Which would entail someone would have to sacrifice themselves. No, not the whole border. Just the part that's been giving us grief, which is just as well. Reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult. What is the 7 and 8 gates method? The 8 gates refer to 8 key nodes in the Liyue's ley lines: life, death, repose, concealment, initiation, terrain, fright, and injury. They can be used to direct the ley line's energy.
And the 7?
That's the requirement for activating the array. The array master will select one gate from the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off its exit path by using the ley line's power to obfuscate themselves.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
Obfuscate. Got it.
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Now, don't worry. That's the traditional interpretation, but people just assume that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. But let's not forget, they were purifying a whole god. As bad things are now, it's still a far cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the board isn't completely ruined, so we're only fixing one part of it. If you ask me, as long as the array master can withstand a huge blast of feather, they'll be just fine. Oh, do you have any proof to back up this statement, Director Who? My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everybody here, unless anyone wants to dispute that. No, not really. No one? Okay, good. Looks like we're all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon as the T and Quan has found the remaining 4 gates. Director who? Something to add, Lady Penguin? No, there's something else I'd like to ask about, but it might not be my place to do so. If you do not wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Sure, what is it? Do you believe that today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wuwang Hill disaster from over a decade ago? ...
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
What? No. No disaster happened at Wuwang Hill. What are you talking about?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. It took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away.
What? Nothing bad happened to a village. What are we talking about?
But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
Of course there's more to it. Why wouldn't there be more to it? Phew. No, Lady Penguin, I don't think these two events are related. Excellent. Well, that puts my mind at ease. Everyone, let's meet here again in 2 days. We should know the locations of all the gates by then. Alright, well, I've still got lots of preparations to make, so I'll be heading back to the funeral parlor now. Okay.
Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Lan Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Yay.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Alright, looks like we know our next destination then. To the Adventurers Guild, everyone! Because, of course, we have to keep transitioning from one spot to another. Here we are.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter.
Oh no, what are the odds of that happening?
Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Oh, something tells me you get that a lot then.
Well, yeah! Aren't the Lawns of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Qi divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Qi arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Windreader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy.
But
my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Qi he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright.
yeah, no, that would definitely do it. That would definitely freak anyone out.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they can fix it!
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know.
Yeah, I have another question. What's to do with this rattan figure? It's kind of creepy.
Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Ying Art Shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm.
Okay, so yes, just what we thought.
I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like.
Oh, okay.
When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Hu to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through. When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Hu. She lit some incense and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff.
Oh, flaming staff, you say?
But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Whew, what an ordeal. Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Ooh, I wonder if that'll be another pullable character in the future. Questions about the 7 and 8 gates method?
Wow!
Per se?
Good guess. Yes,
Yeah.
I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Is it a possibility that one of the rattan figures could be utilized as a substitute, maybe?
Huh? But Hu-Tao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
Could we redirect that blast into the doll, maybe? I have a feeling that's probably what's going to end up happening.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes. Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
I think I have an idea what that plan is, considering I will admit I do have someone who's also playing this game, and I think I got bits and pieces of it, so we'll see how this all turns out.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I don't know if she's lying, more along the lines of just keeping quiet about what she's gonna do.
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Yes, why?
Yep. Hu-Tao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
And do you know anything about what happened back then, Lanyan?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill. I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by 2 former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu-Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hu-Tao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to the story, huh?
The fact that you're showing us both the grandfather and the father, I have a distinct feeling we may be seeing them at some points.
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tian twin asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
Well, let's go talk to her ourselves then.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
And that's her choice. All we can do is try. Then you can keep poking her until she tells us the truth. No, we're not going to keep poking. I'd rather just ask, and if she says butt out, then we'll butt out.
Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
You sound so tired, Paimon. Alright then. Looks like we're now back to heading to the funeral parlor again. Which is not too far off. Yes, she is. And that evil cat. ...
Hotel!
Hi, Utao. Hey there, Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes and you're already missing me already?
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Paimon, don't... Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it, but I'm not showing you. Why? It's a secret photo of me. Seriously though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Oh boy. Jinx it how? Well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately, and none of them are around anymore, so keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. Alright, I'll quit joking around. Here, take a look.
Wait, are they?
The father, the grandfather, and oh, look at little Hu Tao. Yeah, my dad and my grandpa. Without this picture, I'd probably have forgotten what my dad looked like by now. When he passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on. Everything I know about my dad I learned from my grandpa. So what happened to them? There was a border incident on Wu Wang Hill about a dozen years ago. My dad tried using the art of Homa to burn away the fetter, but he slipped up and suffered a lethal exposure to it, and he died on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wuwang Hill the way it is today?
Yep, his mistake didn't just cost him his own life, it took most of the village out and left lasting changes of Wu Wang Hill itself. Oh no. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout, but that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed. So your grandpa was affected by the incident with your dad. Well, he never admitted it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would have expected him to have a few more years in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything, but he was a genius. He was and still is the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wangshin arts by the age of 8, but by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and incinerating fetter all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, and he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Because he was an unworthy director. Every past director has burned away all their belongings when they pass and leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. My grandpa, for example, left only his hat behind, but my daddy left a whole pile of stuff, including this meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, all it shows that he was unable to let go, and the fact that he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed during that ritual. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, in a world where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus and death won, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We can see it all the time, but as funeral directors, is the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Like Grandpa always said, we should live in life and die in death. That's the whole basis of the Wangshin Funeral Parlor's existence. Unfortunately, with my dad, these things went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone
You
down.
don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I chose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken because a father's biggest fear is that once he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm going to keep trash talking about him all I want, and on the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he'll take some comfort from knowing that I never stopped just being myself and living my life my way. Anyway, so that's the history of Wu Wang Hill for you. Anything else on the agenda? Thank you for being so open for us. Did you think I'd hide it from you? Nah, we're better buds than that. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border, so I owe you big time. Answering your questions seemed like the least I can do, no matter how out of left field it could be.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes, in my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
That is still back there. Try not to dwell too much on all this stuff, okay? There's still 2 days to go, so check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. You said it yourself. Remember, gotta keep a reasonable work-life balance. But I need to finish this quest off before time runs out. I'll see you at Yu Yang Terrace in 2 days. This time we're going to turn death to ashes. Alright, there's the second part done, so now we should just have one more part to this now. I'm watching you, kitty. As we go ahead and do transition.
Today's the day Ningguang said to meet up again. Let's head to Yujing Terrace. Whoa, everyone's here already.
And we're just underneath the cliff, still clinging on. Hey, Paimon, did you have a good rest?
Yep, pretty good, thanks.
How's the situation looking? Since we last met, we've seen an uptick in patient numbers in Liyue Harbor. Oh no.
Also, my cousin wrote back to me. She mentioned that
Yay.
people have started to get sick in Yilong Wharf as well.
So it's spreading.
Oh no, it's spread to Yilong Wharf now?
But as long as we solve the core problem, the fetter in people's bodies would dissipate and they'll make a speedy recovery. And the good news is that thanks to the Tenguin's efforts, we now have the locations of all 8 gates. Yay!
Woohoo! So what's the plan?
Tonight we will deploy the array and set up a Homa altar at each of the gates. This will enable the funeral parlor's secret art to incinerate the fetter. Since the gates are interconnected via the ley lines, the secret art will be amplified to all of Liyue. Not a single wisp of feather will escape its grasp. It's gonna be the biggest purification ceremony in the funeral parlor's history. Okay, so what locations are the 8 gates? You needn't worry, they're all accounted for. Actually, we already knew the locations of the first 4 2 days ago. Kaching has already set out for the Gate of Life in Yilong Wharf, and Ganyu is en route to the Gate of Concealment at Mount Akong. Beidou is covering the Gate of Fright at Gunyan Stone Forth, and Yelan will tackle the Gate of Injury at the Chasm. As of last night, we've confirmed locations of the remaining 4 gates. The 5th is the Gate of Terrain at Dioa Mars, which the Conquered Demons is pledged to defend. The 6th is the Gate of Repose in Quinsei Village. This one has been claimed by the Boo Boo Pharmacy duo. The 7th is the Gate of Initiation located here in Liyue Harbor. Lanyan and I will see to this one.
What about the final gate?
Last but not least is the Gate of Death at Wu Wang Hill, because of course it is. Which, let's be honest, has Director Who written all over it.
Wait, so you've assigned all the gates already?
What about us? Sorry you got here too late. Sorry, not sorry. Let me take the Gate of Death. Alright, let me guess. There's a secret 9th gate for me.
Yeah, people are always saying 8 gates when they mean 9. It happens all the time, right?
Nope, not in my experience. If you have to take a gate, go steal the Tingguans instead. Aether, I appreciate your eagerness to help, and as it happens, Miss Lanyan and I do have a matter we'd like to discuss with you.
That's right. But let's discuss it once Director Who's done with you.
Wait, so Director 2 does need me for something. Sorry, I went ahead and told him I'd be stealing you for a little while. I haven't had much time to enjoy myself this lantern ride, and come this evening I have to leave the city again, which means I'll miss out on all the lanterns. So I want to use the little downtime I have to go hand out some fortune coins to my friend. Then I can at least say I did lantern ride this year. Fancy joining me for that? Absolutely. This is the one thing Director Who's has to look forward to. Otherwise, she'd have set out for Wu Wang Hill by now.
Oh, so you were waiting for us all this time?
This is your fault, Paimon, for sleeping in. It's okay. Since time was tight, I already asked the Ting Guang to pass along my fortune coins to all the people handling the gates. I'm grateful for the help. It should have been the funeral parlor's responsibility, after all. Think nothing of it, Director Who. Anyway, I have a few friends left to visit Liyue Harbor. Let's do the round, shall we? Alright, off we go! Boy, alright, time to go ahead and head to the next destination. Okay. Teleport over here, which will get us over here. And we're back, everyone, and here we are. At Boo Pharmacy. Hu Tao, Ether, and Paimon. Please don't bury me.
Oh, I didn't expect to see you here at this hour.
We are just about to set out for Quinsay Village. Guess we caught you just in time then. Ready to deliver some fortune coins.
You're in unusually good spirits, Director Who. Even pesky Baiju gets a fortune coin today.
Of course, there's enough for everyone here. This one's for you. Don't worry, I didn't curse it.
It's the sun symbol.
You're absolutely right, Dr. Baiju, in terms of your peskiness, I mean. So I'm afraid I won't be wishing you success in your medical and immortality-seeking endeavors. That would just make things unnecessarily difficult for me. The sun symbol symbolizes peace and harmony in the world. My wish is that all shall be cured of the elements before arriving at your door, so you'll be spared the sight of pain and suffering, and make you go out of business. I see. Director Who's been hoping that you got out of business. I didn't read that until just now. Okay, I called it. Zhang, this one's for you. Let me see. Ooh, a cross symbol. The cross symbol represents growth, prosperity, and balance between heaven and earth. May you soon regain all the power and memories you possess in your prime. Oh, that's going to be interesting in the future to see. That's very thoughtful of you, Director Yu. I assume you also brought one for Chi-Chi? For me? Yep, this peace symbol coin is for you, Chi-Chi. Symbolize safe passage. In other words, stay away from dangerous places the next time you go herb gathering. If anything were to happen to you, poor Mr. Baiju would be in a real pickle because he'd have no one to study the secrets of immortality from. And I'd be affected too, of course. I can't bury you if I don't know where you are. Stop being mean to her, Hu Tao. Got it. Stay away.
Nice to see that Chi-Chi's recovering well from all that fetter at the border.
I am a zombie. Zombies can't get sick.
In fact, Chi-Chi insisted on joining me at the gate tonight. She's determined to help eradicate the fetter.
Bad fetter. I don't like it. It can make people sick and then Baiju has to heal them. It can also make people die and then they'd have to get buried by Hu Tao. And I don't want to see anyone getting buried by Hu Tao. Too much trouble. Don't worry, Chi-Chi. Tonight we'll solve the problem once and for all. Alright everyone, we won't overstay our welcome. To the next...
One moment, Director Who?
What is it? What's wrong, huh? Wait, what are you doing? What did you do? Aha. So the secret art works even when there's no illness present. Seems like a sizable step forward for Baiju's research.
Tonight, you will stand guard over the Gate of Death, the most ominous gate of them all. It may not help much, but I transferred a little extra life force to you. May it help you stay alert and focused during the proceedings.
Hopefully not at a detriment to your own health, though.
You needn't worry about that. As your archenemy, why would I undermine myself to help my opponent?
Alright, well said. Okay, this time I really am leaving. Bye, everyone. Good luck, Hu Tao.
Where to next?
Head to the next stop, and the next stop is down over here. And down even further. Oh, Yujin, aka Miss Yoon, also aka Director Yoon. Huh? Huta, what brings you here? Also, how do you keep popping up behind me like that? I don't like that. Oh, and Aether and Paimon too. This is about the other day. I swear I didn't say anything bad about you. They were just trying to find out where you've gone. Haha, no, it's not about that. I'm just here to say hi to my friend, assuming that's alright with you. Oh, yeah, of course.
Also, she brought some fortune coins for you.
Yep, haha, take a look. What are these? They're fortune coins engraved with the yardstick symbol, one for you and one for Shanyin. You're the top performing artist in all of Liyue Harbor, and I wish you success beyond measure. Could you pass Shanyan's coin to her for me? I haven't been able to find her all day, but I know she won't miss your show tonight. Thanks, Yuta. I really appreciate coin, but how come you can't just give it to her yourself this evening? I'd love to, but unfortunately, I won't make it to the lantern display tonight. That's the whole reason I'm here now. Oh, how come? You have something else on? Just a little thing I have to do for work. Ah, right, I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs announced that they'll be reviving an ancient ceremony tonight. Something about lighting a flame to dispel the smog? Your little work thing wouldn't have anything to do with that, would it? Oh no, she's getting suspicious. Run! You're a sharp one, Yoonjin. Yes, that's exactly it. Is it dangerous? Technically, but only a teeny tiny little bit. Either will back me up on that. Yeah, Hutao's right. Are you sure? Ah, come on, Yoonjin. I get that you won't take my word for it, but if you can't trust either, who can you trust? I didn't mean like that. Anyway, since you can't make it tonight, how about I sing the Sanctification of Tao Do for you right now? Does that sound good? That's so nice of you, but since you're offering, I'd rather hear a certain other tune instead. You know the one, right? Which one? Sorry, I'm a little lost. You know, you sang it to me before.
What are you talking about? Is this supposed to be a riddle?
The opera version of the Hilla tune. We made a bet and agreed that whoever lost had to sing lyrics chosen by the winner in their own style. The result was Yoonjin's spectacular operatic version of the Hilla tune. You guys seriously need to hear it. Ah, Yoonjin, don't tell me you're embarrassed to sing it now that Aether is here. What are you talking about? Of course not. Pretty please, Yoonjin, just once for me. I really want to hear it again. Alright, I'll sing it for you after the show tonight. How about that? No, I want to hear it now. Why? Oh, don't play dumb, you know why. Huta's a sassy little brat who always gets whatever she wants. Mostly because she's so adorable that no one has the heart to turn her down. La 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 la, life is grand. You are unbelievable. Alright, I'll sing, but please do not laugh at me.
Yay! Operatic hilly tune! Let's go!
Yay! Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy Haley churl. Yeah, I can see why she wouldn't want to sing that. Bravo, bravissimo. What do you think? Glad I dragged you out now. It was truly a unique performance and totally blackmail worthy. I must look ridiculous. Yeah, thanks for indulging me, Yoonjin. You're a star. We should head off now, as I still have one person to give a fortune coin to. No, wait, Hu Tao, to be honest, you guys aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Of course not, looks away. Put that thought right out of your head. Alright, then whatever you're done with your work, whether it's tomorrow, the day after, or wherever, come find me again. I'll sing the sanctification of Tao Do for you. What? Let me rephrase. Hu Tao, Aether, promise me you'll come and see me perform someday soon, okay? Sure, you got it. As I do not look directly at you as I say this.
Where should we go next?
Well, to the next stop, of course, which is... Jiangling. And I believe she's in her outfit. Her Santa outfit, that is.
Whoa! You got a new outfit too? You look amazing, Xiangling.
It is absolutely adorable. I love how her head beanie looks like a bread. Oh, you think? Then what does that say about my taste? Hint, hint.
Yeah. Director who has the most exquisite taste in the world, etc.
I see, so it's a gift from Hu Tao. A thank you gift. Technically, I sought out that Fontaine fashion designer and gave her a brief description of Jiangling.
Her work is incredible! Especially this Glova hat! It's just as cute as the real Glova!
Oh, the great and mighty Gooba.
It's great seeing both of you together dressed in your new outfits. You almost look like sisters!
That's a given. Oh, also, Xiangling, I got you a little something else too. It's a fortune coin. This career fortune is coins for you. May you go from strength to strength, and may the One Min restaurant get so many customers that it needs to be rebuilt 10 times bigger.
I don't know, Hu Tao. You're kind of asking a lot of me there.
Wait, I'm not done. I've got 2 more coins. A family fortune one for Shen Q, and a spirit and vigor one for Chong Yun. I believe they've already left for Shen Yu Vale, so could you pass them on when they get back?
Why get me involved? Can't you just give these to them yourself?
Yeah. You can give him the coins yourself, can't you, Hu Tao? Because I gotta work tonight and I don't want to keep them waiting.
Fair enough. Wait, does that mean you're involved in tonight's ceremony thing? I heard the announcement from the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
That's the one. As soon as the ceremony is complete, Shin Q's great-grandfather will start to recover and Miss Ying R's boyfriend will be as right as rain.
Oh, sounds amazing! So, is this what's been keeping you busy these past few days? No wonder we still haven't had that meal together. I bet you barely had a moment to breathe. Once the ceremony's over, come for food with us, okay?
Sure thing. Sounds good.
Promise you won't stand us up this time?
I promise. Aether will hold me to it. As I stare daggers at her.
Okay, I can get behind that. If you're a no-show, I'm sending the Traveler to track you down and drag you back to the dinner table kicking and screaming.
Mission accepted. Great, then we have a deal. We should head out now. See you later, Jiangling.
All right, we've been to 3 places already. Is there anyone else you want to give a coin to? Whoa, you got some for us too? Paimon's so excited! What fortune are we gonna get?
Knowing you, Paimon, you want something involving food or money, if not both. Give me a second. I have found it. Here's yours, Paimon.
What does this symbol mean?
It's a treasure symbol. My wish for you is that you always have an endless supply of more so you can eat whatever you want, wherever you want. I was correct. It was for both of them.
Wow, you get Paimon like no one else does. Thank you, Hu Tao. Thank you so much.
So where's mine, huh? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. Yu Tao enters, swapping out her
Why'd
outfit.
you change back, Hu Tao?
Because I'll be working tonight, obviously, silly Billy. I've always been very serious when it comes to work. Is this my gift? Look again, do you see anything about me that's different from before? Your hat? Aha, yes, baby deserving of you, and all the proof I need that you spend your free time staring longingly at pictures of me. There's no way you spot a detail like that otherwise. Or the only other reason is that the game developers gave you two options, and one of them seemed the more likely of the options. Here, this plum branch is for you. Oh, it's pretty.
Isn't this the branch from your hat?
Oh, honey, no, don't. Just so we would remember her. Yes, and going back further, it's from a tree that I planted myself. Aether, you have countless friends in Leeway Harbor, so I'm sure you get plenty of fortune coins. I wanted to give you something different, something that will remind you of me whenever you look at it.
Paimon doesn't like the sound of that.
Yeah. Like, death flags are being raised all over the place. Okay, then I'll rephrase. Something you can take a look at whenever you miss me. You just made it worse. What do you mean? I don't know what's going through your head. Look, all I'm saying is I can't be by your side 24/7 like Paimon can. There's gonna be times when we're apart.
You scared Paimon.
I've got a gift for you too. It's called a hug. And also a coin. Huh? Wait, that's Sigil. Is this one of the fabled Rex
You've got
coins?
a great eye, Hu Tao. It's a Rex coin. Although probably not the genuine article, because the Conqueror of Demons told us he couldn't sense Rex Lapis's power in it.
I love it when you do voices like that. But still, the owner before us was somehow someone pretty important.
Yeah, that too. So maybe it can keep you safe.
It probably more than likely will. Wow, this is a really special gift. I'll take it. Hey, thank you both. I'll stay safe. Don't you worry. Anyways, getting late. I have a few things to get ready before I head out to Wu Wang Hill. Besides, you should probably get back to Yunjing Terrace now. I know that Jing Guan's still waiting for you. Please be careful. Don't worry, I got this. Not suspicious at all.
Alright then, bye-bye! And remember, the sooner you get back, the sooner we can go for a meal together. And hear Yunjin singing.
Yay! Got it, see ya. It was so nice to spend this time with you. Yep, no, called it. Oh, what brings you here? No tea drinking today? It would be unbecoming of me to sip tea in leisure while my employer toils alone. Aha, so you do have a heart after all. Have you made up your mind, Director? Throughout our history, we fought off many existential threats with whatever tools we had at our disposal. Today is no different, we just have to rise to the challenge. It'll be my first time using this array, so who knows how it will go, but if I know one thing, it's that I must drive death back where it came from. Oh, also, Aether gave me a special fortune coin. Apparently it's one of those Rex coins. You're more knowledgeable about this kind of thing than me, though, so I appreciate your second opinion. He totally knows. It is indeed a Rex coin. It symbolizes good fortune and may offer some use as a protective charm. Got it. In that case, after tonight, could you please return to Aether for me? You wish to return the gift? For what reason? Aether reached Nadley and took a trip to the land of the dead while there. It must have been incredibly dangerous. He's made it this far unscathed, so clearly he's blessed with good fortune, but his journey will only get more dangerous for each step, and that worries me. So there's a chance this Rex coin really can keep a person safe. I want to make sure that person is Aether. You make good points, Director, but have you considered that Aether perhaps had similar wishes for you? That's another reason I can't afford to keep it. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. If worse comes to worse and I don't make it back, I don't want Aether to find out this coin didn't work by discovering it in a pile of debris. Oh, honey. What if it upsets him? What if he feels like it's all his fault? I couldn't bear to see him like that. You know what I mean, right, Zhongli? I fear that I do. Your concern is that the sight of this coin will only make it more difficult to let go of your worldly attachments. It's like you're a mind reader. You know as well as I do that being too attached is a fatal flaw for a funeral director. It's a vice that's all too easy to fall prey to. But this time I must not repeat my dad's mistake. That's what is most important here. Alright, since we're this far in, I might as well just tell you the rest of you. If I don't return tonight, you'll no longer be a consultant because you'll be the 78th director of the Wangshu Funeral Parlor. Your work is far from done, director. I fear there is no one who could hope to take your place. Live in life and die in death. If my time has come, then so be it. There's no sense resisting the inevitable. Nevertheless, I would urge caution. Focus on the task at hand, not what transpired in the past, and do not forget the rest of that saying. Follow your heart and do what you can. I understand, alright? It's almost time I should get going. It's a really beautiful day today. I should write a poem to capture this moment. A butterfly dances in a crimson bouquet for fear of the ominous rainfall that may soon show its face. With one last lingering glance at that charming hue as she lies among the petals in the garden of eternal rest as she sets the floral incense ablaze. The lone butterfly left, but not without a trace. A fragrance remained her butterfly's embrace. Oh boy.
Ningguang, Guanyin, we're back! So what did you want to discuss?
I'll let Miss Lan explain.
Remember how I wrote a letter back home to ask about the array? Well, I got a reply.
Oh boy.
Oh, Paimon remembers. So was Hutel right? No one has to be sacrificed, right?
He lied.
Unfortunately, my cousin could not give me a definitive answer on this, despite scouring the family library. But given that the array gets its power from the ley lines, she suspects that the obfuscation requirement may be a rule laid down by the mountains and the land.
Basically, it looks like the obfuscation of one person is mandatory after all, because we can't violate the laws of the ley lines. Furthermore, the Gate of Death will be used to suppress the Fitter this time, which is Director Who's Gate.
So, you're saying Hutel has to die?
If my cousin's right, and as I said, she can only speculate, but she also provided me with a method that might just be able to save Director Who's life.
Then what are we waiting for?
See this? It's a rattan figure I made for the director. One of
I
many.
knew it.
In case you've forgotten, they work by absorbing evil energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm. With the technique my cousin explained, I managed to connect several of these rattan figures to the gate array. That way, the Fetter Blast will be shared evenly by everyone in the array.
Okay. Everyone has agreed to the plan. Kaching, Ganyu, the Conqueror Demons, Chi-Chi, Beidou, Yeilin, Lanyan, and I will each hold a rattan figure. Today's leeway draws its strength from unity. That is how we quelled an ancient god's wrath without the help of Rex Lapsus. And that is why we cannot let the Wangshu Funeral Parlor shoulder the present crisis alone. Nevertheless, the danger posed by the Fetter is not to be underestimated. The consequences could be grave even with everyone sharing the blast. We would like to request your assistance, but that choice is entirely yours. If you have any reservations, we will by no means, yet no, count me in, 100%.
I knew the Traveler would help us.
You doubted us. Never doubted that for a second. Sure.
Then please, take this rattan figure. I'll link you up to the array right now.
Alright, let's do this. Channel.
What's going on? This doesn't make any sense.
Alright, what went wrong now?
I don't think I made a mistake. But it seems like I can't connect the Traveler to the array.
Why? How can this be? What's the problem?
This should work in the exact same way as the gate array. By using the power of the ley lines. But the ley lines aren't responding to the Traveler. Almost as if they believe he doesn't exist.
It's almost like we're not of this world.
Oh, so could that be the reason?
Yeah, it's true that the ley lines do not contain any information about me because I'm not of this world. Is that so? But then perhaps this is simply the will of fate.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
Is there any other way?
I don't know. This is the first time I've run into a situation like this. I would write to my cousin, but I think we're out of time.
No. Yes, the lantern display will begin soon. I know this is frustrating, but given the situation, we have no choice but to release Aether from this duty. We must hope that we'll be able to share the burden on Director Who's shoulders, and we must have faith that she will return triumphant. After leaving, you spend some time staring at the figure and hands in dejected silence. Before you know it, you've ended up in front of the Wangshu funeral parlor again. And what is your decision, Aether? Not now, kitty.
It's already dark out. Should we go head to the stage?
I don't feel right about this.
Thank you so very much.
Hurry, the Lantern Rite celebration is about to begin. You don't want to miss Yoon's opening show. Slow down, Yanfei, otherwise you're gonna
There
fall.
are so many people. And I hope everything goes smoothly on Hu Tao's end so she can get back here and celebrate with us soon.
Shenyan over here, Huta asked me to give you this fortune cookie. She got this from me, so where did she go?
Lady Tianquan, the gate of initiation is now ready. We are good to go.
Thank you, it won't be long now. Director Hu, good luck to us both. This can't be it. Aether, Paimon, happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, Zhongli! How did we not think of asking Zhongli earlier?
Regarding the ley lines, you mean?
Yeah. How did you know that, though?
In fact, I've been waiting here for some time now. Zhongli, can you connect me to the ley lines? Since the issue lies with Aether's unique constitution, I'm afraid that will be of no help there.
Paimon totally thought you'd have the answer. Then
Boo.
why were you waiting for us?
The director asked me to return this Rex coin to Aether. Why? It's a gesture of goodwill from the director. She wishes you a safe passage in your future travels.
But what about her?
I suppose that'll be up to her.
That's not good enough. Surely there's gotta be something we can do.
Of course there's gotta be something we can do. The game just has to let us do it. As it happens, there's one thing that comes to mind, mainly if the 7 and 8 gates method operates according to the principle of the ley lines, the same must also be true of the obfuscation process. But since you cannot connect to the ley lines in the first place, do you see what that implies? If I can connect to the ley lines, what does that imply? Like you don't exist. Lantern Rite is about to begin. My dear compatriots.
Oh, look! It's Lady Ningguang.
Wow! I didn't know she was hosting it herself this year.
It must be because of the ceremony, right? The Ministry of Civil Affairs sent out a notice saying that this year they're doing a whole ceremony when they light up the Mingxiao lantern.
As we stand beneath this lantern-lit night sky, I would like to pay tribute to the ways of our forebears. We pray for the cleansing fire that exorcises evil and for peace to prevail in our nation. Let the ceremony begin. Oh boy, here we go, everyone. Another lantern festival. Oh, that doesn't look good.
The fire's almost out. Did we fail?
You got this, hon. You got this. The butterfly. Next Lantern Rite. If you see a butterfly, that's me coming back to see you all. Don't you dare.
Did it work?
There's no way. I refuse to believe she's actually gone. I refuse to believe that, game. I believe it's a success, but...
What's wrong? You two look like you've seen a ghost.
Director Who's rattan figure is broken. I can't sense her presence anymore.
What? How is that possible? You mean Hu Tao? She's... what are we gonna do? Huh? Where'd the traveler go?
It would seem that he had something of a breakthrough, so I sent him on his way.
A breakthrough? About what?
Time to go and save the day! Also, we're separated from Paimon this time. Yep, figured we would start heading in this direction. If I can't connect to the ley lines, I can't be obfuscated by them either. That means I can take Hu Tao's place in the array and no one has to get sacrificed as long as I can find her, that is. Alright, got it. Alright, follow the Raton figure to search for Hu Tao. Alright, lead on, little one. This isn't over yet, not by a long shot. Hey, none of that. Just keep making our way forward. We're almost done. Just keep on purifying everything and it'll be fine. And then you're gonna hit the one on the left. Figured as much. Oh, I see one on the left there. Hold on, little one, I'm coming. Ah, there's the tree. There's the fire. Come on, speed it up, speed it up. I love the pigtails whirly-dirling. Alright, we're here. Yes, okay. There's the sphere. Not here, but these are her things. Check the visions on the tree, check the burnt homa, check the broken rattan, check the staff, The flaming staff lies quietly in the ground as if aware that its owner has left the world. But these are her things. Do you remember who the rattan figure was made for? I'm sure you do. She's not here. Fire altar's almost gone out, but some stray sparks flicker and frolic within the ash in true Hu Tao fashion. And there's the fissures in the tree. That crooked tree at the center of the board looks just like this year's Mingjiao lantern. There's some cracks in the middle of the trunk. They seem to lead to somewhere far away. Examine the fissures and it's going to teleport us. Something just flew out of your backpack. Oh ho! Was there a contingency plan, Hu Tao? Cross over to the other side towards the next life. But I don't wanna. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Is this showing like the tapestry of her life? Let me rephrase, Hu Tao. Either promise me you'll come and see me perform someday soon, okay? Game? Can I have control back?
Promise you won't stand us up this time? Okay, I can get behind that. If you're a no-show, I'm sending the Traveler to track you down and drag you back to the dinner table kicking and screaming.
Oh, how right you are about that. Nevertheless, I would urge caution. Focus on the task at hand, not what transpired in the past, and do not forget, I did not get enough time to read that. Oh well. There's the next one. They're all disappearing. Except one left. Even the ones behind me disappeared. A lone house. With lights on. Grandpa and Daddy here to take me to the other side? Yep, called it. What I do as director, huh? Did I do the Wang Xing funeral parlor proud?
Absolutely. You did 1,000,000 times better than me. Our little girl is the best.
Good, then I could join with you with no regrets.
We're proud of you, little lady. But we only came to see you because we've missed you.
I missed you too, but are you saying you're not here to bring me into the afterlife?
Live in life and die in death. My child, your time has not yet come.
Yay!
Yes, the day of reunion will come in good time. There's no need to rush. Look, someone's here to take you home.
We have come to save the day! You are coming home. Now get in this portal. Aww. And the tree has bloomed. Doesn't look sickly anymore. You wake up 2 days later in the back room of Boo Boo Pharmacy.
You're finally awake! How do you
where
feel?
am
Does
I?
anything hurt?
Everything hurts. It always hurts. What happened? What are you doing in my
You've
room?
been asleep for 2 whole days! If Baiju hadn't insisted that you were just out from exhaustion, Paimon would have been worried sick!
You're always worried sick.
Still, it is a relief to see you finally wake up again. Guess Baiju knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, when did I get
The
here?
Knights of Lantern Rite, of course! Hu Tao carried you here on her back. Paimon was so worried to see you unconscious. Thankfully, Zhongli was there too, and he said you'd be fine.
Oh, I miss Daddy.
That being said, why did you sneak off without saying a word? Were you trying to beat Hu Tao's record for running away and getting stranded in the border?
It was an emergency, Mom.
Yeah, Paimon knows. Hu Tao told us the whole story. Sounds like you did something pretty amazing.
Again.
You've had a lot of visitors over the last couple of days. Zhongli, Ningguang, Lan Yan, and pretty much everyone else you could think of.
Are they still here?
Most of them have probably left by now, but Hu Tao's still waiting out in the main room. She's been there the whole time. Anyway, you stay in bed and get some rest. Paimon will go get Baiju to take a look at you.
Oh, we're not gonna stay in bed. Come on, what do you take us for? Hu Tao? Ooh, that's a pretty sight. Nope. Just then, you feel something cool against your face. You're being ambushed again. One more time, guess who? I could say Zhongli, but no. Hi, Director Who. Good, you still recognize me, so the feeder didn't fry your brain. I'm so glad. Looks like I can stop worrying now. Welcome back, my hero. You are the real hero. Don't be silly. It's just the two of us here. You really want to talk in glib pleasantries? Because I can out-glib you any day of the week if that's how you want to do this, Sonny. Alright, so how are you holding up? I'm doing great thanks to a certain someone. Baiju gave me a checkup too. Look remarkably well too considering what you went through. But are you sure you're well enough to leave yet? You only make things worse if you power through before you're fully healed. I'll be fine. I'm the main character. Well, I sure hope so. You know, I was really surprised you came to rescue me. You took such a huge risk. When did you become so reckless? I learned from the best, Director Who. I learned it from watching you. Hey, look, Liyue Harbor looks so pretty from this angle. Let's see, what's everyone doing at this hour? Those two kids look like they're in a hurry. I bet they're racing each other to the fortune coins. And that lady over there, her cheeks are so red, you think she caught the sun. Aha, yes, she must be waiting for her lover so they can go set off some fireworks together. Such a marvelous view. Really puts me in a poetic mood, Okay, I got something. As fresh festivities fill the streets while lanterns light the sky like countless times before, I dwell not on the twists and turns of bygone years, but remember this, that with each new day I receive the gift of life once more. Thank you, Ether. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Hu Tao. Oh, that's a nice way to end it. Alright! Quest has completed. And, hold on. Wait until 2 days later. We're still not done yet, guys. Alright, give me a second. I need to take a quick pause break.
Hey, Traveler and Paimon!
Hi, Zhangling. We're back.
Oh, hey, Xiangling. What's up? You know what's up. Our get-together, of course.
Yes, it is finally time for the big meal, everyone.
Yeah! You are free, right? You are not getting out of this without a very good reason.
Well, unless someone passed away or something.
We're not the ones who held it up. That was Hu Tao. Yeah, tell me about it. She thinks being a director gives her a license to be a flake. It's like, unless there's a sizable crowd coming, it's not worth my time.
Oh, honey, if only you knew.
But don't worry. We've agreed that this time, we're not gonna accept any more excuses from her.
None whatsoever.
Who's we? Shincho and I. He said he's been wanting to invite everyone out for a long time. But given the situation with his great-grandfather, he never had the time. But amazingly, on the night of the Lantern Rite, his great-grandfather suddenly woke up.
Yeah.
Shincho was thrilled. And he was finally able to leave the house. So we met up right away and made a plan.
All right.
Wow. So his great-grandfather's gonna be all right? Yup. They had a doctor take a look and everything. He'll be just fine.
It's good to hear.
According to Shincho, his great-grandfather has been eating like Paimon since he woke up. So now, the family's biggest worry is that he'll get indigestion.
I don't need to hear about that.
Well, that's good news. But somehow doesn't paint Paimon in the best light.
Oh, Paimon, you know what you are.
Don't worry, it definitely does. Your appetite represents an optimistic outlook on life. Always eat to your heart's content, lest your chopsticks wither with regret. Well said, Xiangling. Yeah, that attitude is exactly what got Paimon to where she is today.
For real? How come I'm only hearing this for the first time?
Yes, for real. Like Xiangling said, always eat till your heart's content. And don't let your chopsticks...
Wither away.
What was it? Don't worry. Save it for the dinner table, Paimon.
Oh, she's gonna be ready.
No problem. But where are we gonna eat? At Yilong Wharf later tonight. Shincho and the others are still out there. Oh, and Hu Tao said that we'll be joined by a special guest.
Oh, and who would that be?
You'll see when you get there.
Ominous.
Paimon has an idea, but she'll keep it to herself for now.
I have an idea too. I'm keeping it to myself too.
Well, we'll see who guessed right later tonight.
I have absolutely no idea, to be perfectly and utterly honest. So anyways, time to wait until nighttime, folks. Let's see. It said something about 18, so there we go. Alright, it's nighttime, so now I just have to get to the correct
If you
position.
ever seen stickers on my back, do me a favor and...
Let's see. Oh, it's been a while since I've been over here. Still need to get around to exploring this place. And cutscene. If we're talking to the strongest, I'd have to pick Wind Reader. After all, he was the founding master of, Kameen divination.
Yeah, he gets my vote too, being my ancestor and everything. Oh, and also the Silver Swallow.
In that case, I'd have to nominate the two sages of Liashan. It's always the ones who live in seclusion and never show their skills who turn out to be the most powerful of all. Well, in the books anyway, what do you think? If this were a martial arts novel, then I agree with you. But unfortunately, after reading Moonlit Bamboo Forest, that I'm going to have to do at some point, I'm convinced that the title should go to the White Horse of the Three Immortals of Tao Du. She's got to be hiding some kind of secret.
Is no one gonna pick the Yunlai Angler? Even the Yuhong said that her sword fighting style comes from the Yunlai Angler's rod wielding techniques.
Yeah, so they say, but I mean, fishing just seems kind of lame in this context. Although it's more common than you might think for anglers to be more than what they seem. Hey, you're all wrong. The greatest of all were obviously Old Man Wu Wang and the Lone Butterfly. Without them, there'd be no Wang Sheng funeral parlor today. Hard to argue with that.
Oh, everyone's here already.
And literally everyone's here. Hey there, Paimon, you're finally here. Welcome.
Hu Tao, your hat.
Well, notice, Paimon, yes, added another plume branch.
Ooh, so now you and the Traveler have matching plum branches.
Stop it, Paimon.
But, anyway, what are you all up to?
Y'all calm down with the shipping back there.
We're debating who's the best out of the 8 adepts.
Yeah, well, kind of. An open-ended debate, maybe. We're just shooting the breeze, really. That's right, the only way you can settle a question like this would be with those special goggles they have in light novels where you can read someone's power level just by looking at them. This isn't Dragon Ball Z.
Has Shincho been getting you into light novels?
Oh no. Welcome, Aether. My family tell me that you and Hu Tao performed a very risky ceremony and cured great-grandfather's illness in the process. I cannot thank you enough for your efforts. No matter what kind of trouble you may encounter in the future, you will always find a helping hand of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. It was a team effort. Yeah, I know. My father and brother will thank everyone individually in the coming days. Why go to all that trouble, Xingqiu? Save yourself the effort and just admit to me here and now that the strongest of the 8 adepts are the lone butterfly and old man Wu Wang. Then we'll be square.
Come on, enough with the debate already. Everyone's here now, so let's eat.
Yes, the most important thing of all, food.
It's time to share your grand philosophy of life with everyone.
Yay.
Okay, one sec. It's like, always eat to your heart's content, lest you're... what was the rest again?
She's not good being put on the spot, lest your chopsticks wither in regret.
Right, yeah, that's it.
Whoa, Paimon, you can't stumble through a motto you live by. It's bad luck. It'll make your life full of stumbling blocks too. Come on, you can do it one more time from the top.
Always eat to your heart's content, lest your chopsticks wither in regret.
That's the spirit.
So is it time to dig in now?
Of course.
Paimon, did you forget about our special guest?
You totally did.
Paimon remembers now. Actually, Paimon guessed who it is already, but, you know, no point in saying it out loud or anything.
Uh-huh, sure. You don't sound confident. You don't have a clue who it is, do you?
Yes, actually. It's obvious who it is. It's... you know who. Traveler, a little help?
Is it Yunjin? Correct, it's our very own Yunjin, so you haven't forgotten what she said last time? Look, she's taking the stage. Yay, more singing!
Whoa! Isn't that the director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe?
Amazing. I never would have expected to see her all the way out here in Yilong Wharf.
Wide in the peanut gallery. Greetings, everyone. I will perform the sanctification of Tao Du one more time for all of my friends who were unable to join the festivities during the Lantern Rite. My apologies for not being able to set up a grander stage. Oh, you're fine.
Nice. She's doing a whole new performance for everyone who couldn't attend last time.
Hu Tao, Hu Tao, Hu Tao, Hu Tao. Shh, it's about to begin. I feel like that should have been a cutscene, but okay. But that was nice, though. You should have gone with Aether to the border that day. I get that you care about Aether's well-being, but the fact is, it wouldn't have helped. I'd have just been an extra liability if something went wrong. Besides, Ningguang changed the plan and sent me to the chasm and said I can't be in two places at once. If you're not happy about it, why don't you file a complaint at Eugene Terrence? And report the Tangwing to the Tangwing? Actually, I was thinking that Yu Hang. She's not afraid of a confrontation. Forget, I'll let it go since everyone's fine. I'm not salty. Wangshu Inn is a fine location. All of Liu is a fine location. Well said. Boss, another serving of dew dip shrimp, please, with some dipping spices. ... And one almond tofu, I guess. Okay. That was awkward. Hey, the crisis is resolved. Why the long face, Drangwin? Thanks to Director Hu and Aether, duress was averted, but we still do not know what caused the crisis in the first place. I know you are well informed, Captain, so I trust you are aware that recently the nation of Natlan has recently endured some major events relating to ley lines and to issues of life and death. It makes me wonder whether these events might somehow be connected on a deeper level. If they are, this will be bigger than just Liyue and Natlan. I'll send word to my business partners to keep an eye out for any similar incidents in the other nations. Right now, though, I'd say put those worries to one side and focus on enjoying these stunning sights before they disappear for another year. But of course, you don't need to teach me about work-life balance. I am no Kaching. Oh no, Kaching, no! Don't do her like that, no! Is that right? Well then why are you still wearing that same old hairpin? Didn't I tell you to use my pay to buy yourself a new one? I wouldn't dare touch Captain Beto's more of that final confirmation. What if you'd been speaking in jest? I'd never hear the end of it. Do I really have to go pick one out for you? Alright, suits me. Let's go take a stroll through the fair. Oh my! Well done. Well, did our straight-talking captain learn to read between the lines? That's enough. Are you coming or not? Why not? Let's go. Aww. Hey, I heard a chest. Chest first, please. Still working on you? Sorry it's been so busy. Oh, Kaching. No, it's fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Aether and Director Hu are the real stars this year. That's no reason to diminish your own contribution. Of course, they were the biggest heroes. But we played our part and played it well. The Ministry of Civil Affairs responded at record speed, did we not? Even though on the surface this incident looks negligible compared to the disasters of the Archon War, it was a very close call. Things could have been unimaginably worse had we not found a solution. You're right. I actually have a question about the 7 and 8 gates method we ended up using. How come I never seen any records of it in the Yu-Hai Pavilion before? Oh, you want to know about the origins of the Ru-Ray? Ningguang made the whole thing up. Wait, what? I'm joking. In truth, the letter with all the critical information suddenly appeared in Eugene Terrence on the day when we needed it. Even Yelin was unable to track down where it came from. Really? Wait, the info just appeared out of thin air? Then wasn't that a bit of a risky strategy on Ningguang's part? Who's talking smack about me? It may appear that way, but if you think about it carefully, everything slowly starts to make sense. How many people in Oloi could know about both the crisis and the secret art while also possessing the ability to deliver a letter without leaving a trace? You mean Master her and her friends? The Adepti? I see. And speaking of which, that young lass from the Wei Sheng funeral parlor is rather impressive. One's curiosity was piqued when Rex Lapis chose to serve as her consultant, but only now does one understand the true intent behind his decision. Agreed, and yet what a rare delight it is to hear such effusive praise from you, Cloud Retainer. Rare? Pray elaborate a little further, especially get close to my face saying that too.
In the past, you may have uttered something to the tune of this. Though the last displays a measure of talent, it is nothing more than Shenhe or Ganyu could have achieved if placed in the same circumstances.
Of course she would say that about her daughters. One would never deride others as a means of praising one's own children. The Wei Xing lass displayed great determination and fortune. Does that not make her deserving of a few words of praise? It certainly does, and she is not the first. I've lived in Liyue Harbor for a long time now, and I can tell you that the Wang Xin funeral parlor has produced generation upon generation of outstanding directors. Steward Rambler speaks true. The god Todao was not our friend, but rather was he our enemy, had he not cared greatly for all living things and volunteered to sanctify himself to pacify the underworld. Not even 8 Adepti would have been able to overpower him, much less the 8 Adepts. When he became the board, he likely never imagined that mortals would preserve and maintain his new form this far into the future.
With all of that said, I realize the name of the young lady from the funeral parlor is still unknown to me.
The director's surname is Hu, and her given name is Tao. Hu, as in our word for butterfly, yes? No, Hu as in mischief maker. Then Tao must likewise be the Tao that means mischief in our tongue? No, in fact, it's the same Tao as appears in Tao Du.
So Hu as in butterfly, and Tao as in Tao Du. A fine name. Fitting indeed.
No, Hu as in mischief maker, insistent pestering, and wanton gluttony?
I say, I was merely trying to liven up the mood. Why is Hu Tao permitted to make mischief while I am not?
The clue is in the name. If you wish to change yours from Mount Saber to Mischief Maker, be my guest. Why not have some tea? This is the rare spirit sprout cultivar that Rex Lapis brought back all the way from Kinsei Village. You'd be ashamed to miss out. May there be more good tea to share in the coming year. I am sure there shall be. Okay, there we go. I thought I heard a chest though, but I guess that must have been the reward that was being given to us. Alright everyone, looks like we've finished with the Lantern Rite Festival's main story. I will try to see about doing the mini games and the collectibles and see about getting that sorted out. I probably won't comment too much about that, but I'll see about getting, see if I can get that done before time runs out. Alright then, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all next time. Alright, till then, bye!